Ben Shephard has always been known as one of Britain's most genuine and down-to-earth television personalities. With his warm smile, calm presence, and unmistakable charm, he's been a comforting face on morning television for decades. But behind that easygoing demeanor, close friends say Ben has recently been facing one of the most difficult chapters of his life, one that's left both him and those who love him deeply concerned. According to insiders, Ben has been quietly struggling with exhaustion, emotional stress, and burnout following months of relentless work and personal challenges. Those who have seen him in recent weeks describe a man who appears distant, drained, and not quite himself. Photos captured of him leaving the studios have sparked concern among fans, showing a visibly tired Ben, his expression heavy with worry. "He's been through a lot," one close friend revealed. "Ben's the type of person who always puts others first, his colleagues, his audience, his family. But lately, it seems he's forgotten to take care of himself." And through it all, there's been one constant in his life, his wife, Annie Shephard. Annie, who has largely stayed out of the spotlight, is known among their close friends as the quiet strength behind Ben's success. Together for over 2 decades, their marriage has long been admired as a model of partnership, rooted in respect, humor, and deep friendship. Now, sources say it's Annie who's once again stepping up to guide Ben through one of his hardest emotional battles yet. When word began to spread about Ben's struggles, Annie didn't hesitate. She reportedly cleared her schedule, spending more time at home and focusing on creating a peaceful space for Ben to rest and recharge. Neighbors have even shared seeing her making frequent trips to his studio, bringing homemade meals and offering quiet encouragement. Simple, loving gestures that speak volumes about their bond. "She's always been his anchor," said a family friend. "Whenever Ben feels overwhelmed, it's Annie who brings him back to center. She knows exactly when to talk and when to just listen." Those close to them say that Annie's unwavering compassion is exactly what Ben needs right now. She understands the pressure that comes with being in the public eye, the constant demand to smile, to perform, to always be on. And while Ben has never been one to complain, Annie can see the toll it's taking on him. But it hasn't been easy for her either. Friends quietly admit that Annie has carried a heavy emotional load in recent months, balancing her concern for Ben with the weight of keeping their family life stable and private. "She's exhausted too," said another source. "But she loves him, and she believes in him. That's what keeps her going." For Annie, this isn't the first time she's had to hold things together. Over the years, she's weathered the ups and downs of fame, the rumors, the long hours, the constant attention. Yet through it all, she's remained graceful and grounded, a steady presence who refuses to let public scrutiny define their relationship. Still, many fans can't help but wonder, as she once again stands by his side during a difficult time, does Annie ever feel the emotional weight of it all? Does she ever wish she could step back and let someone else carry the burden? Those who know her best say no. Annie doesn't see what she's doing as a burden. She sees it as love. This is what love looks like after 20 years. Quiet, steady, unconditional. Ben, for his part, is said to be deeply grateful. Insiders reveal that he's been opening up more to Annie recently, leaning on her in a way he hasn't in years. In private, he's expressed remorse for the times he's taken her patience for granted. One particularly touching moment reportedly came during a quiet dinner at home, when Ben, visibly emotional, told Annie, "I don't know what I'd do without you." That simple confession, friends say, brought tears to her eyes. Their story isn't about glamour or headlines. It's about 2 people who have built a life on genuine love and who continue to choose each other even in moments of uncertainty. In an industry obsessed with appearances, Ben and Annie's relationship stands out for its authenticity. There's no performance, no pretension, just 2 people navigating life's challenges with humility and grace. And perhaps that's what makes their journey so relatable, because at some point everyone faces moments of exhaustion, doubt, and fear. What matters is having someone beside you who reminds you that you're not alone, someone who believes in you even when you're struggling to believe in yourself. As Ben continues to take time away from the spotlight, focusing on his health and his family, fans have flooded social media with messages of love and support. Many have praised Annie for her quiet devotion, calling her the heart behind the Shephard family. And while neither Ben nor Annie have spoken publicly about what's really happening behind the scenes, their actions speak louder than words. Every look, every gesture, every small act of care, it all tells the story of a love that endures, a love that doesn't fade when life gets hard, a love that bends but doesn't break. So as Ben Shephard takes this time to heal and reflect, one thing remains clear. Annie's love is his greatest source of strength. Whatever comes next for the couple, they've already reminded fans of something truly powerful. That real love isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about standing quietly beside the person you love, even when the world feels uncertain. And that kind of love never goes out of style.